Once upon a wide, sun-warmed land where red earth met green grass and old trees whispered stories to the wind, there lived a tortoise named Kola. Kola was not big. He was not fast. His shell was scratched by time, his legs were short and thick, and his eyes blinked slowly, as if the world itself moved at his pace. But inside Kola lived something deep and steady, like a river that never ran dry. He believed that every step, no matter how small, had meaning. High above that same land lived a hawk named Zero. Zero ruled the sky. His wings were wide and sharp, his eyes bright like polished stone. He could see a mouse twitch in the grass from a distance so far it made other birds dizzy. When he flew, the wind bent around him. When he screamed, smaller birds scattered in fear. Zero was proud, and he believed speed was strength, and strength was everything. Each morning, Zero would rise with the sun, cutting through the air like a blade. He loved the feeling of power as the ground shrank beneath him. He would dive and climb, twist and turn, laughing to himself in the language of birds. Below him, life crawled and crept. To Zero, the earth was slow, and slowness meant weakness. One morning, as the sun painted the sky orange and gold, Zero spotted Kola moving along a dusty path. The tortoise's legs pushed forward one by one, steady and calm. Zero circled lower, curiosity mixed with amusement. "Why do you move like that?" Zero called from above. "By the time you reach that tree, the day will be over." Kola lifted his head slowly and looked up. He did not hurry his answer. "The tree will still be there," Kola said. "And so will I." Zero laughed, a sharp sound that cut the air. "You talk like someone who has never known the joy of speed. Look at me. I can cross this land before you cross a stone." Kola nodded. "That may be true." Zero flapped his wings proudly. "Then why not wish to be faster? Why accept being small and slow?" Kola smiled, though Zero could barely see it. "Because slow does not mean weak," he said. Zero scoffed. "That is a story slow creatures tell themselves." With a powerful beat of his wings, he shot back into the sky, leaving dust spinning in the air. From that day on, Zero watched Kola often. Whenever he flew low, he saw the tortoise still moving, still going, never stopping, never rushing. Zero could not understand it. Speed brought him praise and fear. What did patience bring? One afternoon, the land changed its mood. The sky darkened without warning. Heavy clouds rolled in, thick and low. The wind twisted and growled. Animals hurried to hide. Birds rushed to trees and rocks. Even Zero felt the air turn rough beneath his wings. He tried to climb higher, but the wind pushed back. He tried to dive, but rain struck his feathers like stones. Thunder cracked the sky. Lightning tore bright lines through the clouds. Zero's sharp eyes blurred as rain filled them. For the first time in his life, speed did not save him. A violent gust threw Zero sideways. His wing struck a jagged branch hidden in the storm. Pain shot through him, hot and sudden. He screamed and spiraled downward, crashing hard onto the muddy ground near the old path. Zero lay still, stunned. His wing burned. He tried to lift it, but it would not move. Rain soaked his feathers, heavy and cold. The storm roared on, uncaring. Footsteps pressed softly into the mud nearby. Kola emerged from the rain, his shell wet and shining. He had taken shelter under a low rock but now moved carefully toward the fallen hawk. Zero hissed weakly. "Do not come closer," he said, though there was no strength behind the words. Kola stopped a short distance away. "You are hurt," he said gently. "I do not need help from something so slow," Zero snapped, but his voice shook. Kola did not argue. He simply waited as the rain fell between them. Thunder rolled. After a long moment, Zero tried again to stand. Pain shot through his wing, and he collapsed with a cry. His pride cracked louder than the thunder. "I cannot fly," Zero whispered. Kola nodded. "Then you must rest." The storm did not end quickly. Water pooled around them. The wind pushed fallen leaves and broken twigs across the path. Kola turned slowly and began to dig with his strong, thick claws, scraping the mud away from the base of the rock. "What are you doing?" Zero asked. "Making space," Kola replied. It took time. Each movement was small. Each scoop of mud was careful. But slowly, Kola formed a hollow under the rock, a place shielded from wind and rain. "Come," Kola said. Zero hesitated. Every part of him wanted to refuse. But the storm was cold, and the pain was worse. With effort, he dragged himself toward the shelter. Kola positioned himself at the entrance, his shell blocking the wind. They waited. Hours passed. The storm softened. Rain turned to mist. The land sighed as the clouds began to thin. Zero lay quietly, exhausted. For the first time, he had nothing to do but think. He watched Kola, who had not moved from his place. "You stayed," Zero said finally. "Yes," Kola replied. "You could have left." "Yes." "Why didn't you?" Kola thought for a long moment. "Because leaving would have been faster," he said. "But staying was stronger." Zero said nothing. When the storm fully passed, the world looked new. Leaves shone. The air smelled clean. But Zero's wing was still injured. He could not hunt. He could not fly back to his high nest. Kola became his guide on the ground. Each day, the tortoise led Zero to water, to safe shade, to small meals left by kind creatures who noticed the wounded hawk. It took patience. It took time. At first, Zero complained. "We are late," he would say. "We could have been there already." Kola would answer, "We will arrive when we arrive." Days turned into weeks. Zero's wing slowly healed. The pain softened. Strength returned, but something else changed too. Zero began to see things he had never noticed before. The way ants worked together. The way grass bent but did not break in the wind. The way Kola never wasted a step. One evening, as the sun sank low and painted the land gold, Zero spoke softly. "I used to think the sky was everything," he said. "Up there, I felt untouchable." Kola listened. "But when I fell," Zero continued, "the sky did not catch me." "No," Kola said. "The ground did." Zero looked at him. "You are stronger than you look." Kola smiled. "You are slower than you think." When Zero's wing was finally ready, he stood at the edge of the path. He spread his wings carefully. The air lifted him, gentle this time. He rose, steady and controlled. From above, he looked down and saw Kola still walking his path. Zero did not scream his victory into the sky. Instead, he circled once, then landed again beside the tortoise. "Come with me," Zero said. "I can carry you. You should see the land from above." Kola considered this. "All right," he said. Zero lifted him carefully, respecting his weight and balance. Together they rose. The land spread wide beneath them. Rivers shone like silver threads. Trees looked like soft green clouds. Kola watched quietly. "It is beautiful," he said. "Yes," Zero replied. "But so is the path below." They landed gently. From that day on, Zero still flew fast when he needed to, but he no longer mocked the slow. And Kola continued his steady walk, knowing that strength does not rush. And so the land remembered this truth: slow does not mean weak, and speed does not mean wise. True strength knows when to move quickly, and when to wait.
Please like and subscribe for more videos. Also comment where you're watching from.